Welcome back.
Oh, shit! I got this right. Welcome back to Crazy Gates Podcast. It has been a minute. My name is Eno.
And I'm Bino.
So the first... What? No, you're Caleb.
Sorry.
Nah, but where have we been?
Where have we been? It's been a while.
The last thing we were supposed to talk about here was Enoverse.
But that was like a month ago at this point.
No. Almost like a month and a half, 2 months. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I think that just goes to show how hard, like, daily what was it? Not daily, but...
Weekly. Well, because we also both work full-time, and then you also stream every single day, and then... So it's just... Life is life. And plus, it's summer. We've been going to my parents and having barbecues more frequently, so... We've been touching grass a little bit.
I think that's the term, yeah, touching grass. And new tattoos. You want to show off your tattoos for a little
I got
bit?
new tattoos. You can see this one. Wait, how do I angle it? Oh no. You can see my little chick with a gun. The other ones I can't show you. I got my hips tattooed and I got my butt tattooed. And I think that's it for new tattoos, right?
Yeah,
else.
Mine are kind of mostly the same. I'm getting a new one on July 13th, but enough about all this past stuff. We're here now. It's a podcast. We're going to try to be more consistent as usual. So the next thing I see on the list here is kitty nuts and my conspiracy that the kitty place, they shafted us. They lied.
You think they left them? He was just
I don't
away
think
all day?
They charged $110 to do nothing.
It's like $130.
Yeah, like he's still horny. He's still humping the blanket. He's still...
Not as much.
Yeah, but
it's a process. It doesn't. All your horniness doesn't just go away immediately. You gotta wait a little bit.
What the time frame you said?
It was like 12 weeks or something like that. It was a few months. So like by the middle of August, he should be hopefully celibate for the rest of his life.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to because he's getting a new little brother soon.
We're getting a kitten. Surprise! He's very cute. Little.
Oh, sorry. The mic just kind of like gave out for a second. Hello?
Hello? Oh, you can hear us?
Okay. Anyways, keep going. No.
So we're getting a kitty, a kitten, and he's very cute. He's very little. He's gray and striped, and we're naming him Sushi.
Sushi.
Oh, so his legal name is Sashomaru.
He is a samurai.
But I'm gonna call him Sushi.
I'm gonna call him by his government name because it's fun to have an anime name.
That's just a long name to say all the time. I'm just gonna call him Sushi.
Sashomaru.
Sashomaru.
When you bring him up, like I want him to know that he's royalty. He's of royal blood. His father.
Our cat right now doesn't even know his real name.
Yeah, because we call him Kitty.
We do call him Kitty.
He's Sebastian on paper, but he's Kitty.
That's Kitty. He's Bubba. He's Fat Boy.
He's Kitty.
Stinky.
He's Kitty.
He's Kitty.
Yeah, so new kitty on the way, so that's fine. For all you pet owners, how much before you kill your pet? How much and how high does the bill have to be before you're like, okay, you're gonna die?
Oh, like a vet situation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said $1,000.
$1,000? Anything more than $1,000, you're just gonna leave them?
I can't. No. I can't. Even if I can afford, I can't justify an animal.
Yeah. I mean, there's pet insurance that you could get where you just pay like a monthly thing, and then it's supposed to. I don't know if it covers the full vet bill. Probably doesn't, but I don't know. I grew up on a farm. You don't take your cats to
they
the
die.
vet.
They die.
They just roam around free, and if they don't come home one day, they don't come home one day. Like it's. Having an indoor pet that you're supposed to actually like take care of is new to me, so I don't really know what my limit is.
I just know that there's gonna be people like, oh, but they're part of your family. They got like, I'm like, yeah, I know.
We got them for free.
$600?
We'd be losing money.
Sure, no, even if it's a $600 bill, okay, fine, we'll figure it out. We'll do payments. $800.
We have to think about it.
Not even like I have to think about it. $1,000. Sorry, Kitty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you can go, we can take it to the way of the vet, where they, do the needle, or drop them off in the forest and let nature take its course. TV situation. I don't want to just go. No, that's not how you podcast. We have to transition, right?
Yeah, we have to transition.
So the kitty
Broken. Speaking of broken, we thought our TV was broken. Transition.
There you go.
We were watching TV one day, and all of a sudden, the TV started glitching. So I'm like, oh no, TV's dead. And we couldn't watch anything for basically the rest of the night. But we've had this TV for what, like at least 5 years?
Yes.
At least 5 years. And so we're like, okay, it makes sense. Like we paid, what, $300 for it at the time? Like 5 years is plenty enough time. Let's just order a new one. Plus, we just got our tax refund, so like we had a little bit of money. So we go online, we go to Best Buy, and we find a good deal on a TV. It's like $400. And it's supposed to be like one of those like open box deal kind of things. So that's what we were expecting.
TV one.
So we ordered the TV. They take forever to deliver it. They schedule a whole delivery time. Guy comes in, sets it up. Take it away.
What do you mean take it up? He didn't set anything up. He just walked in, unloaded the TV. It still had like the plastic like things on the side, and he put like the thing on the bottom, and he made me sign, and he fucked off. So yeah, it was a nice TV, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I can connect my phone to the TV. It looks pretty fancy to me, and then it really hit me when I saw the Samsung symbol. I'm like, oh, we got a Samsung TV. Like this is a nice TV, and then Kayla was like, this doesn't look the same as the TV we got. And then
it wasn't even the TV. Like I was just looking at the TV. I'm like, okay, sure. It was when we went to take the box down. Where I was looking at the box. I'm like, I don't think this is the TV we ordered.
Crystal HD 8000
something, some fancy things. I don't understand.
Dog. You can speak into the remote. Alexa, turn the volume to 60. It turns the volume to 60. And then when we looked up like the original price, like $850, $900 TV. So it was like double the amount. So now, boom, the crime is active. The phone calls are ringing, and who do we call? We call Divinity, the divine dork.
We do call
because
Divinity.
of her history within appliances. I'm not gonna give too much. Don't want to talk too much about her, but she said it's a-okay because they can only do so much. They physically cannot walk into your home and take the TV back. So we waited.
Because I was Googling, and some guy, he got the cops called on him, and he got arrested. And I'm like, oh no, like they're going to come back for the TV. They're going to arrest us because we didn't report it. We weren't answering their phone calls. And I just got a lot of anxiety about it, especially because they were calling my phone. If they were calling Bino's phone, I could just forget about it because I don't have to see it. But they were calling my phone, and they were calling like, the first day, they called a couple times that day. And it was like, because I wouldn't answer it, obviously, and I would just listen to the voicemails afterwards. And so at first they sounded like so like hurried. They're like, hey, like we delivered the wrong TV, like can you call us back, like we need to schedule like pickup and we'll deliver the right one, blah blah blah. And so I left it, and then I got a voicemail from like this Indian guy who was like, he sounded very concerned. Like it sounded like his job was on the line. Like if I didn't pick up, he was gonna get fired. Like that's how urgent he made it sound. And then it slowly like tapered off. And then they started to sound like less interested in it. And then eventually they're just like, so we just want to know, like, did we send the wrong TV?
They're trying to catch us. What is it? They're trying to play good cop, bad cop. They're trying to play good cop, bad cop in a sense. They'll send in the mean negotiator. He yells out on the phone a little bit, then send a nice one. They send threats. Not like threats, but they say, hey, by the way, this is the second time we're calling. Like, we're letting you know that you are being annoying. Like, they're trying to really play on our better nature, but
like, it's not our fault you guys delivered the wrong TV.
Talk to your delivery man.
Brought it all the way up to the 9th floor, took it out of the box, did everything. Like, you don't have some sort of scanner system? Scan the barcodes.
Take that delivery guy. He cost them, the company, almost $500 because I don't know if he was in a hurry, but he just dropped it off, put it in. Like, I felt like when I still see plastic on the TV, it's not set up.
That
I don't
was
want.
still nice though because I like to peel the plastic.
I didn't. Not even like the plastic. I'm talking about like the styrofoam on the side.
Oh.
Like, at least like just plug it in and set it up so that all I have to do is like, okay, when you see it's green, set up. Because what if the cord didn't work? What if the things are like they say or they promote at least that we'll set it up for you. This is an appliance delivery. We'll give you that. But
at least make sure it turns on.
Something. He just walked up. The moment he took it out the plastic, all right, go ahead and plug it in and you'll be on your way. Sign this for me. I signed it and I walked off. So
it worked out for us though. Now we got a fancy TV. And the TV that we thought was broken still works. So 2 TVs.
Honestly, buy that TV. This is your sign. Like, if you've been already debating it and you're thinking about it, buy that TV.
Yeah.
Buy that TV.
Just don't. You might not get as lucky as us. So keep that in mind. Also, this is all hypothetical. This
what happened? This is
just a story for the podcast. Satire. It's a parody.
Satire. Did you tweet off the TV?
I did tweet off the TV. Oh yeah, because you can go on a browser on the TV. So I went in, I logged into my Twitter. I sat there and I used the remote and I typed each letter by hand.
I was sitting watching the whole thing. I was like,
and then I even searched GIFs to add to my tweet.
Tweeting from the TV.
I just wanted to see if it was possible, you know.
Mm-hmm. But looking outside, like I really had to comment on it. Like it's.
Oh yeah, it's smoky.
It finally reached us Canadians. Like it jumped to New York and then back to Canada. I don't know.
Well, it's still worse in the States. Like I guess Chicago has it really bad right now, like how New York had it. So we're definitely not getting the brunt of it, but it's finally hit. It smells like smoke outside and it's hazy.
It doesn't smell like campfire smoke that I would hope.
No.
It smells like oil.
Just smoke.
Yeah, just raw smoke. Like if I was just burning newspapers.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh yeah, newspapers, like the pre-fire setup kind of deal.
Did your dad ever let you just throw whatever into the fire? Were you allowed?
What do you mean by whatever? Because
different like plastic, papers. I remember I had cousins who was like, "Hey, you don't put plastic bottles in the fire; it burns and it could be poison." I'm like,
my dad burned a whole tarp one time.
Yeah,
because he had it outside, and over the winter, a bunch of mice got in there and like laid nests, and there was like mouse poop everywhere. So instead of like throwing it out or like recycling it like a decent human would do, he just dragged it to the back and just lit it on fire.
I like that. I lit my underwear on fire one time. Remember when we had that little barbecue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the underwear had rips in it, so I just.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was an outside fire. It just felt so close to like a tribal fire. That was when I was really in my Valhalla stage, or like my Viking stuff. So I need to burn stuff.
You know what you would have loved? So when I was like little, the first house that I remember like living in, if you went to the back, there was an old barn that was knocked down. So like the foundation was still around in like a rectangle. But what we used to do is we used to just bring everything there, pile it, and then just set the whole thing on fire. Like it was massive. And we would have like a bunch of people come over. Like if anybody else had anything they wanted to burn, they could bring it over. Like we would stockpile things to burn.
Was it in documents and stuff?
Oh yeah, we would do documents, like all the stuff that you would shred, like with important information. We would keep that and then like bonfire it.
Keep the CIA and the Mounties away.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
it was a good time.
Whenever we talk about like the CIA and the FBI, it's like the U.S. has like the cool shit. Yeah. We have the Mounties, right? Like we have the. How high tech do you think they are?
They're actually probably a lot more high tech than we think they are.
Yeah, they have to be. You can't.
But it's just like a meme.
You can't run a country and be a powerful country without like a secret service that does the dirty shit.
Yeah, because I mean, like the RCMP, they just busted a whole sex trafficking ring down the road.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how do they just like?
No, I think they come in cars then.
Yeah, but like
I think the horses are just for like parades and show.
I'm saying, like if somebody's introducing myself, like, hey, don't worry, the RCMP is here. Like I don't feel any much safer. Like I just feel like okay.
Because like the States has mounted police too.
They have mounted police, but that's not their brand. Look at the FBI, black suits, gun, earpiece, business,
like Men in Black type.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just don't put enough seriousness on the RCMP, so everyone just thinks they're just like a walking meme that runs around on horses.
Do you think it's like a same system?
I think so.
It has to be.
It's got to be.
You can't, like I'm saying, you can't run a country. As a pussy, like we can't just be sitting here like.
Especially since our crime rates are only like increasing. So.
What's a very Canadian crime? That's what I was saying.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen anything about this on the internet, but the most Canadian crime happened. I want to say like last month.
The most Canadian crime.
A very Canadian crime. So a bakery in BC was closed for the night, and then like in the footage, it's all like security footage from that night, right? So this I'm assuming super drunk guy comes. He starts to walk by the bakery. He looks in the window, breaks the glass on the door, lets himself in. And then he just, like, meanders for a little bit, just kind of looks around. He grabs a broom from the back. He sweeps up the glass so that it's all, like, nice and tidy. He sits at the cash register, takes some pictures on, like, I guess they have, like, a phone that they leave there, maybe for, like, music or something. So he took some pictures on there with, like, these orange sunglasses on. And then he took a to-go box, filled it with some baked goods, and then left. And then the bakery obviously like posted it online and was like, thanks for cleaning up and like not completely trashing the place, but like
you still stole.
You still broke our glass door, so like we have to fix it. And then the guy ends up coming back like later. He apologizes for everything. He pays for the door to be repaired. And then they collab on, like, whatever the baked good. I think it was, like, a cupcake. They put orange sunglass cookies on top of the cupcake because that was the kind that he stole. And it's like, yeah, he committed a crime, but he was very polite with it.
Fuck off.
He was just having a good time.
So he was drunk, right?
Yep.
So that's, if he was drunk, I can accept that as a situation. It's happening, the bakery, break it. But I'm thinking, like, if you're just a weirdo, if you're just, like, walking home one night, breaking, okay, let me clean it up. Like, that's not normal. No, you're a criminal.
It is.
Be a criminal, live it out. Like,
he just had a brief lapse in judgment. He was a little hungry, he saw the cupcakes. He just wanted a snack, and then he had a good time. At least he cleaned up after himself, you know?
I'm just thinking, even when I do feel guilty about a crime or something that is crime related, I'm not going back to. I'm a criminal now.
Yeah, no, I would never like
go back and pay.
I would never go back. I might go back and pay if I feel like really, really bad about it, and if I have the money for it. But once I've been caught, like you're never gonna see me again. Because that's just embarrassing.
And I think the whole collab thing after it was bothering me. It's like, so you gotta just friends now.
Because of him, they went viral. So, and then like everyone's asking about it. So it's a good way to profit, truly.
I'll take it.
Like I don't think he gets any of the proceeds from it.
A perk or something, a free donut. Every week. Well,
he already got his.
No. I did this on purpose. This is a marketing tactic.
It could be.
This is a marketing tactic.
You never know.
After I've been watching Better Call Saul, I don't believe anything. Like there's literally things that happen. Like I don't want to spoil too much, but
I think the show's been out long enough.
No. So there's a guy. He's going to jail. He hit a cop.
Okay.
He hit a cop.
Like punched him.
Yeah, he hit him over the head. Okay. Nothing hard. There was just like sandwiches in the bag, but he still hit him on the head. Right? So the prosecution is easy. Like, all right, that's battery, assault, yes, police officer. That's almost 2 years in jail. Facts, no hands. Like, there's no way to refute this. So these guys, they go to his hometown and they mail from his hometown fake letters of like, why are you doing this to our guy? He's like, they made this guy seem like a hero. And then when the prosecution office tried to call back to like the numbers and these letters are be coming out, he had like 15 to 20 cell phones with little sticky notes, just saying from each type of person, like this is Annie's phone, this is phone. So when the prosecution team calls to verify, hey, you sent this letter, it's like, oh yeah, I love him, he was this and that, and they faked his whole like heroism, like they faked this whole thing, and they won the case. Like the judge is like, I don't want to prosecute like a good man, like why would I do that, like if it's just a misdemeanor. And they went into like more details about the cop, but all in all, it was a ruse. So when I see somebody like, oh yeah, he broke in, it was a nice thing, like, and they collabed afterwards, like some doesn't smell right. Some
I mean,
like
it definitely could be a marketing tactic, but it's a good one.
It's a good one. That's what I'm saying. It's a believable one.
Because like the thing is, they made it on the news, so I don't know. I don't know if that necessarily means that it's credible that it was an actual thing, but like the chick said that like cops came, they gave a statement, like whatever. Like obviously you can lie to the police, but it just seems like a lot of effort to go through in order to like just make it marketing.
If this was Better Call Saul, they would go through that hassle. They've done that hassle.
That's true.
Do you think the submarine sinking is real?
Oh, you mean imploding? Because it barely sunk.
Yeah, but do you think it's real?
I think so.
I think so too, but I'm just thinking
why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, I just my issue is like if it's real, then it's just so dumb. Like you really.
Oh, it's very dumb.
Like you as a billionaire wanted to kill yourself. You have to have. And then the reason why I brought it up because you said like marketing tactic, right? Because after this sub thing came out, now you got all of the sub gurus talking about I'm a marine biologist for the last 15 years with safe dives. That thing was made of carbon fiber. The moment I saw that, I would have. And you're seeing like these think pieces online, like, oh, so everyone's now a submarine expert and now a Newton expert on like implosions and stuff like that.
But like billionaires, what do they know about submarines?
I'm saying.
So if they sit there and this one guy is saying like, oh no, like it's super safe, like I'm gonna go in and that's how safe it is and that's how much I believe in my thing, whatever.
The accountant, the business advisor,
plus they're
somebody.
So rich that they figure, if we get lost, somebody will come for us.
I'm thinking there has to have been somebody in the chain of conversation from from step A of even thinking about the Titanic to step C or D.
There was. They got fired. There was a guy that was working on like the build of it, and they fired him because he's like, "There's no way this is ever gonna be safe."
No, but for the billionaire himself. Like, his personal life, like, don't get into that. There has to be somebody saying, don't get into that sub. And the billionaire's like, no.
Well, and especially the one with the teen son that went down there, too.
Yeah,
Do you know why the teen guy was in there?
Mm-mm.
His whole thing was he was just gonna solve a Rubik's Cube really deep underwater and make it into the Guinness Book of World Records.
You're a billionaire's son. Go to your yacht club. Go play tennis and shit. Like, and get into an Ivy school and you get whatever pencil pushing job and maybe invest your father's bit. Like, fuck off. You talking about like, oh, I want to be in the Guinness Book. I want to be remembered forever
for a Rubik's Cube. Which honestly, I doubt he'd even solve it.
Let's take a step further. Let's hear some feelings. The people that are like, hey,
those are people too.
Guys, relax. A life was lost today. A light was snuffed. I'm like, bro, do you? If it was a rescue mission for this and whatever, if it was something that was a public servant, hell, even if it was like a cruise ship. I could remember that cruise ship kid that jumped off the cruise ship.
Oh, I don't have really any sympathy for that either. I
can at least feel a little bit sad for that because it wasn't super high class. It was a cruise ship. A bunch of dumb boys. It could have been avoided. This billionaire shit, I cannot stop laughing. I cannot stop beaming because who the fuck is gonna feel bad for a billionaire?
I don't know. If there's anything that you're signing a waiver where it's like it could kill you, I don't really feel bad for the people that die in those situations.
What about skydiving? Skydiving, they do that.
Oh. You knew it could happen.
They did know it could happen. But
even if there's like a 0.1% chance or whatever, like you knew it was gonna happen. It could happen.
I don't know. I just can't compare.
I feel a little bit more sympathy for like ones where it's like where it is such a small chance, but if it's something like you're trying to stuff yourself into a tiny capsule and go all the way down to the ocean, then like to the bottom of the ocean where the Titanic. So
you would have you would have felt the exact same way, billionaire or not.
Regardless.
I feel like it should be pushed even further. Like it is. Like I agree with you.
Not like if me and you signed to go in there, and we went and it imploded. Okay, we knew it could happen.
But we should feel even less because they're billionaires. I just hate those people that came on Twitter talking about like, guys, this is disgusting. Like these memes are. This is like, I'm like, bro, she's not gonna fuck you, bro. Like the equivalent of that. Like he's not gonna look at you like, yes. It's the same people that vote conservative in certain areas because they might be billionaires at some point. It might be like they're voting.
They're like they're gonna tax the rich so much and blah. It's like, sir, you're middle class. They're not taxing you. Like, but they could. Like, but they're not. Like,
yeah, you're not. They're not talking about you, boo. Those people that like defend like the high, like people that defend the celebrities for stuff. I'm not saying like if a celebrity is getting canceled for something, like let's say like Nicki Minaj, right? And then the Barbie squad comes to support her for something, right? Like I forget what it was. It was like I don't know, like a fan situation where people. Oh no. There's this Nigerian artist. Her name is like Chadi Chika. She had insulted T.I.'s grandchildren. So that was the whole situation there. Chika had previous beef with the Nicki Minaj fan group, and they already like calling her out and stuff like that. So when I look at like mob groups like that, you know, it's like, do you think she sees you guys? I don't know.
Whenever it comes to standing celebrities, I just don't get it.
I get confused. I can be excited. I'll get starstruck. If I met like Blake Griffin, I met like, you know, Idris Elba, like I'll get starstruck. I'm like, oh my, holy fuck,
that makes sense.
But I'm not gonna sit on social media and be like, hey, I'm not even tagging the celebrity, because tagging celebrity is memeing, because I see that. But like, just genuinely talking like, oh my god, Nicki Minaj, like your last outfit at the Met Gala was amazing.
Yeah. She's
like,
not seeing.
I can sit here and say like, oh, in my little circle of group, I say, oh, that was a cool outfit, but like me acting like as if she's gonna see it, me trying to like knock on the, I don't know.
And like the thing is, most of the time, if a celebrity does see your comments, it's because you're commenting like consistently, and like at that point, what are you doing with your life?
Hey. I think about when I think about that, all I can think about is that Hive show.
Yeah.
All I can think about, like,
just crazy.
Like, you're looking at this person, like, please look at me. Hey. On social media, you see how many 10 million followers. I don't know. This isn't, like, I want to make sure, like, this is, like, still, like, you know, good content and digestible content, and I'm not just ripping on people liking their things, but...
T-Swift fans are the worst. Fuck them.
That's cut out a lot of our audience. Not saying we have a lot of T-Swift fans to say, like, that's a lot of people that we've just... That fuck you too.
Yeah, good.
I like the Taylor Swift fans that like try to like fake auto-tune or fake make other artists sound bad and post them. Like they try to take this doctored Beyonce video, and so like, oh, Beyonce, this is your live experience, and so we posted the actual live experience beside it. Like, bro, like you're.
You know what also is crazy? Speaking of crazy fans, so this just happened like recently, but Pink was doing a concert.
Oh yeah, her dead mom's ashes.
Yeah, isn't that wild? So somebody in the crowd threw their dead mom's ashes on stage. Just chucked her.
That's your mother.
And like, what do you expect a celebrity to do? Like, one, isn't that like, I don't know, is that a biohazard,
yes,
technically?
It's a biohazard. In my opinion, you can breathe it in.
I think so, yeah, because if the bag or like whatever it was that you had the ashes in, if it burst, then everyone's breathing in your dead mom, which nobody consented to. And also, that's just like, it feels like trauma dumping. I know it's not, but it has like this, like, it brings down the vibe for sure.
Trauma dumping, because
like,
you really have
what are people supposed to say to, like, thanks?
You even saw Pink, she's like, I don't know what to say to this. This is bad.
Like, this is new to me.
This is bad. throwing your dead mom's ashes. Like I said,
Yeah.
remember those? I don't know. Remember? You've seen those ones on like the social medias where it's like they go wrong, where you try to toss them up and the wind blows them and it just blows right back in your face. And everyone just saying that this chalked up with the dead ashes. Now I definitely like the smoke thing. Like,
you want me to roll you in a joint?
yeah, roll me in a joint, smoke me, and see what my high is like. I'm still pissed off about that universe situation where motherfucker like I was sitting here, I worked so hard, we watched the finale, and then there's this one fucking symbiote of a human being, some parasite that just kept sitting here like, oh, L question that.
Oh yeah, in chat.
That question is ass. This show is kind of mid anyway. I'm like, okay. Hey, this is what comes with the business.
Yeah, it was a bad question choice just based on one of the contestants
He didn't smoke. He was the only one that didn't smoke.
But
the only one.
That doesn't mean you have to go and like talk about it the entire time and then start ripping on the entire show.
I don't know. It's like I hear that as content creators, you have to have thick skin. You have to be able to get to that point to have thick skin and just kind of keep it pushing, even if a motherfucker's directly like in your shit. Not saying like the hard R's and stuff. Like we can ban that easily. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the subtle like they're not saying anything wrong, but they're just negative to your shit. And you have to sit there, it's like, yeah. Okay, I appreciate you coming in nonetheless. Like, motherfucker coming in, yeah, I'm gonna learn. This is getting boring. Like, yeah, alright, sorry, I'm just gonna keep going. Like, you can't.
Didn't I mute or ban that person?
Oh, we already banned. Oh, yeah. That other person from the universe, way banned. Never coming back. Fuck you. Suck a dick. But I'm just talking, like, the in-between, not doing anything directly, like, ban-worthy. But in the same breath, I'm just saying, like, I always roll my eyes when I see him. It's hard. That's one of the things about content creation, like, faking the smile, faking the fun. It goes to a degree, because it's not like you're faking yourself. You're just trying to show that you're not pissed off at this motherfucker just talking shit.
Well, and because then the guy was, like, he was coming at me too because I muted him, and then like him and his friends were like, "Oh, the mod's angry," and like just talking a bunch of shit. And I'm like, if I could talk to Eno right now, I would ban you.
Why are you here?
Yeah, go away.
No, that like if me personally, I watch all my friends, right? I watch some of the people, like even some of the people who aren't exactly streamers or content creators, but do it like once every 6 months, 8 months. I'll still watch it, but to a degree. Like when shit start getting like annoying, like again, this is not directed at anybody. This is really just like just a general. I think you do something that's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I've got my fun with this. I've had my fun with this. I'm gonna move on, right? But I'm not gonna say you're like, yo, like your voice is kind of shrill. Like, why don't you do this? Like, why do you like what? I'm criticizing for things that they can't really change. Like, even with your content creator self, like you can't really change when you're like on a roll. Like when you have like a lot of people around you, you're already on like a vibe. You're being authentic, and it's hard to like come out of whatever mold you've had for yourself, or just come out. Just stop being you. How can you blame somebody for you being yourself? How can you blame somebody or criticize somebody when they're literally just acting like themselves? So that's my rant.
Yeah, and some people just have annoying accents that you can't stand.
Like who?
I don't know. I don't really watch streamers. I watch my friends, but that's about it. Like, I'm not a big stream watcher. I don't know, because why am I sitting here watching you play a game? That was my whole life growing up. Because I wasn't allowed to have video games, so I would just watch my cousins play video games. I'm not going to sit there and watch other people play games. But I'll watch my friends.
True. But you did mention accents. So I see another question here. How do accents work?
Yeah. Okay. Listen to me. Hear me out.
Talking to Mike.
If English people are the ones that colonized the Americas, how come everyone doesn't have a British accent?
There's actually an explanation for this.
What's the explanation?
Okay.
Teach me.
I'm not gonna teach you because I'm gonna butcher it completely, but I will find the video for you.
Oh, okay.
So look at the South, right? Classic. The bayou, yeah. Like
and also, why are there so many variations across, especially U.S. accents? Because Canada, there's a little variation, but for the most part, like it's the same.
So the British people, basically the Hicks of Britain. What was all over South, like actually like the Silver area, like over the southerns of the United States, where it is known as now, they had like a different version of British accents, and that the Louisiana like Southern accent is just an evolution of that original British accent. So the y'alls and like the shortness of everything, like the rolling over words, is all from an original British accent. And then as you get further north, you kind of see how it fades. Like there's like a hard bayou south, and then you kind of get like your casual Texas south, and you keep going further north until it fades out. Okay. I'll have to find the video for it because this chick basically starts talking a British accent, and then by the 1950s it started evolving, and then shows you how.
And she did it herself.
Shows you
that's
how
cool.
it goes from the original British to where it's at.
Okay, but then also to add on to the question, if we all evolved from monkeys, what accents? Why are there so many? If we all evolved from one kind of monkey, why is there, especially like in Europe where everyone speaks English, well obviously not everyone, but a lot of places speak English,
it's just, why is
there so many like
languages
variations in different accents across, like we were all monkeys? Shouldn't they all be the same? Or does this mean that like animals have accents and we just don't know?
That's okay. There's like 3 points I want to tackle with what you said. So the point number 1 is I don't think the correlation between us evolving from monkeys to humans is correlated to the accents thing, because language, like we were already humans. So think of like, so like we're here, we're all monkeys. They spread off, then you have different sapiens, and then the other sapiens decide to like use tools, bigger brains, stand up, and then from that core group, different tribes start to split off. So like we were already humans before we started to split off and have accents and stuff like that. So the evolution, and that can be put away. The second thing you mentioned was remind me, what was like the third point? Like, what was the last thing you finished off with?
We were all monkeys.
Not on top of we were all monkeys. Accents are everywhere. What else did you say? Wait, no, come on. No, I'm not losing it. No. You mentioned there's 3 things that you kind of mentioned in there. So why, like monkeys? Why? Okay,
but wait. So you said we were humans, and then we broke off into tribes.
Yes.
So what you're telling me? Okay, so me and you for this same people, and then you go to tribe A, I go to tribe B. But before that, we would have been speaking the same.
Yep.
So you're telling me that just you decided to just start talking funny one day, and then everyone in your tribe was like, you know what? I like that. Let's keep doing it.
It's so simple. It's so simple. No, you literally 4 niggas go one way, 4 motherfuckers go the other way, and now you got, as things go on, you start to see the olive Asians having slanted eyes and slit eyes and like all this other thing. Then you see like the Africas having darker thing. Like it's all
like,
coming
from
one.
That's the other thing is like, so doesn't language like root from Latin? Like a lot of languages.
A lot of your popular, like your Spanishes, your English, your French.
So then, how is it that you're reading Latin and I'm reading Latin, but then you translate it into Spanish? We made
another language. I don't got the answers.
Like I have so many questions on like how.
I wish I was a linguist. I really wish I was a linguist so I could answer all of these questions, because all I'm pulling this shit from is Facebook short videos where it's like 6 minutes I'm scrolling. And it's just like a 3D animated.
I didn't really expect you to have the answers.
A 3D poorly animated.
I just have questions. I don't expect you to have all the answers.
Let's speculate.
Does anybody have like a degree?
No,
in,
we
like,
have the answers.
History
Let me
of
tell you what
languages?
happened. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay,
right?
Tell me.
Let me mansplain it to you.
Mansplain away.
Eno's mansplaining moment.
All right.
You are Latin with me. Let's go back to that Latin conversation. Okay. You're Latin with me.
Yep.
We're both speaking Latin.
Got you.
But I want to create another word. You don't like how I say that word.
Okay.
I'm gonna still make it anyways. And eventually, we're both saying Latin, but you're like, this is how Latin's supposed to be, but I have a different version of how Latin's supposed to be. And then eventually, we both make up our own words to the point where I'm gonna go speak French.
So you're saying papillon, and I'm saying butterfly.
Yeah, I'm saying ordinateur,
and I'm saying computer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something more basic, like I'm arachide. You're saying peanut.
How is that any more basic than what I've been saying?
Huh? What do you mean?
You say ananas, and I say pineapples. It doesn't even make sense. That should be bananas.
No, that doesn't. Don't worry about it. This is Francais. And that's how it happened. Literally, it's like, you know what? I scoffed. I took my scrolls with me, and I started France. And you fucked off and took.
You know what else I think is just
Spain.
Is just interesting is like someday or like one day, somebody was having a conversation as we do, but obviously in very different language, and they were like, you know what? Let me write this shit down. And then they went like this and like, fuck, we don't have an alphabet. They don't even know what an alphabet is.
Yeah. I like that. Because it's like, this is good. Yeah, it is good.
How write down?
I think it started very gradual, but it was definitely that like aha moment, like, wait a minute, we should be.
Like sometimes when I'm at work doing nothing, I just like to sit back and ponder about cavemen days. And like how did things become?
How did we get here? How did we get here from Unga Bunga? Really?
Because like it used to be like, okay, we come up with letters, and then maybe 15, 20 years later, we come up with numbers. And then it was like slow like that, but now it's like we went from flip phone to an entire touchscreen device that you can do literally anything on.
We were from the
it's just so fast now.
Not to cut you off, but we were from the generation where teachers was.
Oh, he's just scratching his sore. We love you, kitty.
We were in the generation where teachers were laughing in our faces, talking about, you think you're just gonna have a calculator in your pocket everywhere you go? You think you're just gonna be able to just type in a number and no, this is why you need to know your math. Now we're like in high school where it's like, why are we learning this, miss? Can I use a calculator?
Facts.
No, you should like. It doesn't make sense.
Or do you remember the year that Pluto stopped being a planet?
Was it 2015 or 2014?
No, it was way before that.
28.
And we were like grade 4, grade 5.
I was like grade like 8 or 9.
No. Grade 8 or 9, they were debating on changing from the metric system to the, what's the other one? The one that the US people use.
That would have been a dumb move.
Yeah, but they were debating it. It was in debate for a while, and then
how
they
am I
changed
going to
their
use
mind.
inches?
I mean, we already kind of do a mix of both.
Yeah, I don't, like, why you guys use centimeters? There's so much, it makes sense. 12, you want to, meters a feet, there's 10 feet. How many inches a feet? Like, is it like...
It's 12 inches a foot.
Yeah, it seems so, like, off balance. Just go
I don't know.
meter.
For me, I do
100.
Inches and feet, but then for further than that, I do kilometers.
Yeah. No, look, be for real. How long's a mile? Oh, 1.6 kilometers. 1.6 kilometers. How long is a kilometer? 1,000 meters. How long is a meter? 100 centimeters. Like, it's just, it make 100, 1 to 0. I think they do 1.6.
That's true.
They do 1.5, a 12, a Dewey Decibel system. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. Hi, Bubba.
Want to bring him up?
Kitty.
Can you catch him?
Yeah.
I want to show off his balls.
This
Alright.
is our kitty. He has no balls.
He has balls.
Well, he has balls. They're just cut off.
Kitty. Do you want to
Suspended
tell something to the people of the podcast?
Yeah, talk to the people.
I'd like to interview the kitty if you wouldn't mind holding him.
Okay.
So Kitty, since you've been here, we've noticed that you've taken quite a liking to lighters.
Oh yeah.
I need to know why. Why is it always lighters? Do you try to steal?
You can talk to my lawyer.
So you mean to tell me that it has nothing to do with your possessive nature for sparkly things or things that are shiny?
I like the way it rocks back and forth.
I can hear him purring on the mic. Hold on. Good boy. No, not good boy. This is an interrogation. When will you stop? And do you think you can stop stealing lighters?
Can't stop, won't stop. Welcome.
Until next time, Kitty. I don't want to get too distracted because I still have some things to do, but thank you for the intermission there, Kitty. Now.
Oh, yes. We have a new segment.
Oh, God. What is it called?
Y'all can thank our good friend Divinity for coming up.
Why is she trying to be a producer?
So Divinity recently has been binging the podcast episodes.
What if this is the last time she binges? This is the last
She
episode.
might. You never know. But anyways, she really liked when Eno was mansplaining or Beano-splaining Harry Potter.
Yes, I'm an expert.
And has come up with a new segment in which she has titled the Majin Peace Theater TLDW. That means Too Long Didn't Watch with Beano.
I'm Beano. Hi.
Where Eno is going to recap movies that he wasn't fully paying attention to, but are cult classics.
You're gonna call relax.
Harry Potter is a cult classic.
Twilight is not.
Twilight is also a cult
relax,
classic.
Relax.
Thank you very
much.
much.
The Godfather is a cult classic.
Ah, no, it's not.
Star
That's
Wars,
just a classic.
Star Wars is amazing. Like you can say, Twilight is a cult classic.
It is a cult classic. It has a giant fan club, which I'm a part of on Facebook now, by the way.
Jesus
and their
Christ.
account retweeted me on Twitter.
Listen, that was one time you made an abomination.
I made Jesus.
We'll retweet it. We'll retweet it. All right. So for this first segment, we have to make sure we have to keep in mind for our listener only people. So you'll be telling them who that person actually is. Well, after I'm done explaining.
Yes. So we're doing Twilight this week, and Beano is going to name some of the characters for us. Take it away, Beano. Who is this?
This one I know. This guy I know. I like him. My boy Bobbert.
Stop it.
This is Eduardo. This is Edward.
Edward, yes.
Edward Cullen.
Edward
and
Cullen.
You know who this guy has?
What?
Icy dick.
That he does.
Icy dick.
A lot of them do, but
No,
he does
but
especially.
He is the ice fucker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy was cold to the touch when he put his dick inside
Burr.
me. That shit was like an icicle. Like, he...
It produced a baby though, so that's wild.
You want to tell me what his superpower is? I can tell you his superpower.
Okay, what's his superpower?
He makes people, like, he gives people stomach aches.
No.
Every time he's around and motherfucker, they look like they gotta go to the bathroom. Like, you should have seen Bella the first season. You see how the Bellas make those faces? He's using his mind powers. Who is this person really, though?
It's Edward Cullen, and his superpower is reading minds.
Nah, I feel like this thing is stomach aches.
Okay, got you. Who we got next, Beano?
Bella Rosa. Bella. Not Bella, Bad Bella. But this... You know who my Bella is?
Who?
Bad Bella of games. This is not my Bella. This Bella right here is not my Bella. She is the boy for the girlfriend. Sorry. She's the main character, the heroine of this story. Can't fucking make a choice. Low-key, she just gone with Jacob off rip. Like, he has warm dick, warm body. It's not all about dicks. I wanted you to make sure, like,
he gets hot.
Yeah.
He starts off kind of not... I mean, he's cute, but not hot. And then he gets hot.
And she has really good perfume.
She does smell very nice.
She has really good perfume. All these... Everybody wants a piece of Bella for some reason.
Does she stay human, or does she turn into a vampire later?
She got dick down.
She did get dick down.
I don't think you can do that as a human. So I'm gonna say she turned into a vampire.
She did. What was her power afterwards?
I remember this.
Do you?
She can... No, she's not reading minds.
Nope, that's Edward.
Oh, yeah, right. She can prevent other people from reading minds
she's a shield, so she can stop anybody's power.
You can't stop her from reading minds? She could!
You can't read her mind. If you can zap people, you can't zap her. She's immune. Like, any vampire powers, she's immune.
Bella.
And she can cast it outwards and protect people in her bubble, essentially.
I don't remember that.
Oh. It happens.
Who
it is?
Candace. She is one of the bad ladies. She's a bad lady. She was on part of the lady troupe that was trying to attack Bella and take her when she. This was in Breaking Dawn. This is she kidnapped Bella. Candace kidnapped Bella. Final answer.
No. She didn't like Bella, but she didn't kidnap her.
Who's this?
This is Rosalie Cullen, Edward's adopted sister.
She's one of the good people.
Technically.
Look at her face, man. This is not a good person.
Oh, she hated Bella.
She's not a good person.
She hated Bella all through all of the movies until the very last one, and then when Bella had a kid, that's when she started liking her.
Okay. Next. I know this guy. Eggs. I'm call this nigga Eggs. I don't know his name, but I'm gonna call this nigga Eggs. His superpower, brute strength. He's stronger than the average vampire.
Yeah.
And he's killing that wife beater, bro.
He is. Oh, you guys match a little bit. Look at you go.
Eating that wife beater up. So yeah, I don't know his name, but I'm gonna call him Craig. But he's still buff as fuck. He definitely has an icier dick than he fucks better than Edward. He has to.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah.
Okay, who's this?
This is Emmett Cullen.
Ooh, Emmett and Edward?
Yeah.
2 E's in the same house?
2 E's in the same house.
Go ahead.
But yeah, no, you're right. He's very buff. He's
super strong. That's his power.
Yeah. Who is his mate?
I don't know. I'm trying to get
because you know how all the Cullen family is all.
Yeah, I remember the one girl's like they live together. They're step-sisters, but they have a weird relationship with them.
Yeah.
I don't know her. I don't know the mate. I can't even guess.
The girl that we were just.
Oh,
Rosalie.
The mean bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. If you need a mean bitch.
Yeah.
Next. This is fucking another is it Ursula? No.
Nope.
Rosalie. No, you already said Rosalie. Ingrid. This is Ingrid Cullen. I know this is a Cullen. Her power is she can see into the future. I remember that was.
She can.
I remember that was.
You got that. That's not her name though.
Ingrid, look at her. That's not short bob cut. That's not Ingrid?
No, that's Alice.
Oh,
Cullen.
Alice.
Yeah.
That's Alice.
She's loved Bella from the start, and she can see into the future.
She can see in the future.
Yeah.
I know her pussy fucking fire, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
I like. You see how she threw that baseball?
Yeah, she can be seeing into the future, and then be like, "I know you're gonna come tonight," and then just walk away. You know.
I don't know if she's good or bad. These vampire headshots aren't it, man. Because even if you're a good person,
everything's so moody.
I'm looking at this. She's evil. She's an evil bitch. She is one of the people that kidnapped Bella. She's part of the trio. I don't know if she has any specific vampire powers, but she's part of that trio troupe that tried to kidnap Bella. First movie.
What's her name? You haven't given her.
Maureen.
Maureen
Juventus. Mm-hmm. What's her name?
Esme Cullen.
Another Cullen.
She's the mom.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, I redact last answer. Rosalie, what'd you name her? Esme.
Yeah.
Another E?
Another E.
Bro.
They're just batting for E's at that point.
Esme, Edward,
Emmett.
Yeah.
Or Eggs.
My nigga Eggs, bro. Forget. Okay. So this is the mom.
That's the mom.
So she
doesn't really. I don't know if she really has powers. She's just kind of like off.
She's strong.
Always kind. Always supportive.
Mom figure.
Chilling. Yeah.
Mom vampire.
Yeah.
The father. Yeah, this one is Cornelius Cullen.
Close. Very close.
Cornelius. No, this is my nigga Cornelius. I don't know his power, but he's a doctor.
He is a doctor.
And he's always talking about, hey, we don't drink human blood. Stop it. Fucking he's slapping these motherfuckers up to get them straight.
Do you know what he was before he was a doctor?
He was known as a
doctor.
doctor.
Because obviously he's been around for hundreds.
Yeah, so he's been a doctor for a minute. Like, he's a doctor. That's how he picked up Edward in the war. Right?
In the...
What? Wait, no. So Edward was on the table. He got shot in the war.
He didn't get shot. He had, like, the plague. Or, like, one of those...
He was in the medical...
I think it was Spanish influenza, maybe?
He was in the medical bay of a raging war, and he saved his life.
No.
Yeah.
No, Jasper was in the war. But he was in the, like, the Civil War, like, he was racist. Before he was fighting for the South.
I don't like how you put your fist up.
No. Yes, Jasper was in the war.
I don't know who that is.
Edward was dying. Don't quote me on it if I'm wrong, but I want to say it's Spanish influenza that he was dying of.
But yeah, same idea, doctor. What was he before he was?
He was Volturi. Remember the Volturi?
I think I know. It's the Illuminati.
Kind of, I guess.
Is that where that boy from Shameless was?
No.
Like, who was that?
No, he was a Romanian vampire that they called it.
To
fight the Volturi.
So the road people, yeah.
Yeah. Basically the Catholic Church of the Twilight of the vampires.
He was the Anakotsky, and then he turned good. That's kind of... Yeah.
Yeah, he was almost head of all of the vampires.
Why is he dropped? I hate these. I'm gonna go run up. This is like the
because
same story
he cares
as
for humans.
Thor. This is the Thor story. Oh, I left the Vikings to go start a family in the forest. And hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Phil. This is Bella's dad.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but he looks like a Phil because of his mustache. I remember the scene where he's like, I got my gun.
Oh.
Here we go. Let's go do it.
He's cleaning his gun.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He's a fisherman.
No, he's a policeman.
Right! Him and the Indian dude.
No, the Indian dude is not a policeman.
Fuck! Why does he wear a hat?
They're just friends.
He's a sheriff. He wears a sheriff hat.
He's like a native elder. And
Thank you. He's a chief. He's a police chief. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh my god. So he's a cop, not a fisherman.
Not a fisherman.
Why is he always at the docks then?
He isn't always. He was at the docks one time in the very first Twilight movie.
All of my knowledge comes from the first movie.
Because his one friend who was a fisherman was killed by vampires. At that time, they didn't know what vampires were, but yes. So that's why he was at the docks. And that was only like the first 30 minutes of the movie.
He's always at the docks, man. This man, he's a fisherman. Kitty, get off the move. Sorry, I don't mean to yell at the cat on camera. Like, this is supposed to be a professional production. Oh!
The Volturi!
This is...
Give me their names.
All of them?
All three of them. These are the head ones.
Alright, so my guy in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Rupert Ellsbury.
Mm-hmm.
And to his left, blonde hair.
Uh-huh.
Argonis. Maeve.
Mm-hmm.
And then this buff, big chin motherfucker on the right. That's King Louis III, bro. Like, I don't know. Anyway, that's
No.
I have no. Who am I supposed to? Those are powerful names, though. Look at him.
Those are very powerful names.
Argus? Or is it what I say? Argonus?
Oh, yeah, something like that. And Rupert, and then King Louis III. No, so in the middle, you have Aro.
I started with the A.
The blonde guy to the left, his name is Caius.
Caius.
Yes. And then old big chin head ass on the right, that's Marcus.
Marcus.
So
you have Aris,
Aro,
Caius, and Marcus.
Is
Marcus even like a royal name, like an old school name? Like I've never heard of a King Marcus.
Aurelius.
I take that back. What you know about Marcus Aurelius? What do you know to be the stoic man?
I don't know. I'm a very stoic man.
I have some people that believe he's the greatest man that ever lived.
Yeah.
Ever.
But there's also people that believe that Trump is the greatest man to have ever lived.
Why would you throw Trump in the same name as Marcus Aurelius?
I don't know.
That's like putting...
We're just naming names.
Tupac.
Biggie.
Angelina Jolie.
Oh my God.
XQC.
Who's the guy with the plate of
no, Tyler one.
Tyler one.
Barack Obama.
Ooh, Abraham Lincoln.
Genghis Khan.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Hitler.
Putin.
Zac Efron.
Ooh, Taylor Lautner.
Justin Trudeau.
Justin Timberlake.
Margaret Robbie. Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Margaret
Yeah, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. That's a twofer.
Oh. No. I got one. No. Steve Jobs.
Brad Pitt.
Stop thinking of them before, actually. I'm giving you too much leeway time. Macaulay Culkin.
Selena Gomez.
Ron Jeremy.
Lance Armstrong.
Joe Rogan.
Tom Segura.
Elon Musk.
Grimes.
Patrick Swayze.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think that's all the names I can think of that are random. I wanted to see how long we could. What do we call that?
Word association, but not really, because you were just naming names and I was just saying whatever.
I thought I was shaking it up. I'm gonna have to come up with new names. You say things that relate to me. I say a name and you say a name completely different. We're just both going at it name for name. Don't say. I
was just saying whatever came to my mind when you said the names. You said Justin Trudeau. I said Justin Timberlake. That's pretty opposite.
It is pretty opposite.
Yeah.
I want to save the rest of this Twilight people for. I want to do a Twilight Part 2.
Oh, you want to do a Twilight Part 2?
With some more people, like some of the wolves maybe.
And then we'll get the real breakdown on how Ina went, or thought the series went.
Okay, we'll go movie by movie. You'll introduce the movie, and
you want to do it movie? I thought I was just gonna let you do it as a whole, as a rainbow. But like, if you want to go movie by movie, we can go movie by movie.
I'll tell you what each plot.
I love that. Okay,
piece for piece. All right, Kayla, give our socials while I close out here and fix our stuff.
All right, you can watch us on Twitch. Crazy Gates podcast. Join our Discord. The link is in the thing, in the bio, in all the things. Linktree in the chat in this stream, where you can talk to us and hang out. And if you have any recommendations for this series or any other series, that's where you put them. And then you can follow us on. Excuse you.
Good.
You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter. What else we got? TikTok, YouTube at Crazy Gates podcast. That's crazy, the letter G, the number 8S podcast on all social media. I'm really out of practice on that. I gotta get back into
You'll
it.
be fine. That's it.
See you next week
Congratulations.
with Twilight Part 2. And more just stuff, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Bye!